Hi all, so in this video I am going to be showing you what a typical heeling session looks like with Caspian, my program puppy who I am raising and training. This is just a very brief demonstration, but it gives you a glimpse into what we do pretty much every day. So here you can see he walks ahead, pulls on a leash, and I actually wait until he stops and turns towards me to mark that and click. Here you can see it again, I'm waiting. When he turns, I'm clicking and then treating. I chose to use a clicker for this session because we're outside, it's a little more distracting, the clicker's a little stronger than using a verbal marker, but you can use any kind of verbal marker or clicker that you choose to. Here I'm rewarding him again for paying attention to me, and something else has got his attention, so I'm going to let him put pressure on the lead, and then I'm going to mark it when he turns back. Now this goes back to my original heeling video that I posted with Percy. I'm really teaching him about pressure, meaning pressure on the neck with the leash when he's pulling, and how he should respond to that. What I want him to do every single time when he feels pressure is to position himself closer to me, or come back to me if he's on the end of the leash. Here you can see I'm just marking and rewarding for staying close to me in a relatively nice heel position. Of course, he's 4 months old, so he's not going to have a perfect heel position, but this can all be fine-tuned later. Okay, so let's go back and replay that moment. Here I'm marking when he turns back to me after he feels the pressure on the lead, and then what I'm doing is guiding him with one hand and then using pressure on the leash to actually bring him back into a heeling position. So this can eventually be translated into using pressure on the lead to get the dog into a heeling position. Now this can be done a couple different ways, of which I'll show in this video, different methods of moving the leash and then also using your hand and a food lure to get the dog in the desired position.
Ooh, very nice.
Super! Good boy. Okay, so let's play this moment again in slow motion so we can see it a little better. What I'm doing is using the food lure and then taking the leash and pulling it tight so that it's creating pressure on his neck. And then what I'm doing is moving my hand in the opposite direction like a rudder, and you can see there he goes right into the heel position that I want him to be in. So here he's distracted by some mulch that he sees in the grass by part of a garden area, and then when he turns, I click and reward for that. Mulch is his biggest distraction, and I definitely use that to my advantage to help with impulse control, which is really nice. So here you can see, again, I'm using the method of the lure with moving his butt in the opposite direction, the leash pressure, and then marking as soon as he hits where I want. So here I'm using the same concept of leash pressure to move him closer to me. When he feels that pressure, instead of using oppositional reflexes, which dogs naturally have, I want him to come closer to me. So this is again teaching the opposite of doing what the dog is programmed to do, which is to pull when they feel that pressure against their neck. Again, using pressure to have him do an automatic sit when I stop. Teaching the dog pressure is a very invaluable tool that I think is especially important when the dog is a puppy and still learning basics and the foundational work for heeling. This is where he gets distracted. I say nope, and we just keep walking, and then I stop and try again. It's best not to get frustrated or to do a bunch of heavy leash corrections. I just say nope, try again, and as you can see, he offers the right behavior and gets rewarded for it.
Nope, right here.
Okay, well, that's basically it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. We do this a couple times a day in varying environments, in stores, outside, in pet-friendly areas, and all of this is an important part of creating the proper heel.